So Section 2.1, qualitative data. So in this section we're going to focus on tables and graphs for qualitative data. So remember, qualitative data are words describing a characteristic of the individual, but this also includes numbers that don't count or measure anything about the individual. And so some examples of that were like your ID number, or locker number, phone number, so these are all things that are numbers, but they don't count or measure anything, and it wouldn't make any sense to do math with them. So it wouldn't make any sense to find an average locker number or an average phone number. So there are several different graphs that are used for qualitative data. So we're going to first start by organizing the data into either a frequency or a relative frequency table. So a frequency table organizes the collected data Now again, that data could be from a sample or a population, but typically it would be from a sample. So organizes collected data in table form using categories, or sometimes those categories are called classes, and frequencies. And when we talk about the frequencies, we're talking about counts. So these are whole numbers. So typically we're going to, again, if we've asked a qualitative question, the answer to those are different categories. We're going to create a spot in the table for each one of those categories and then put a number next to it that counts how many individuals had that particular response. A relative frequency table organizes the collected data in table form, again using categories that are oftentimes called classes, and the proportions or percentages. So here the frequencies are relative to the sample or population size from which the data was taken. So relative frequency tables are useful when comparing data sets where the sample sizes are not the same. And typically when we report out on qualitative data, we usually speak in terms of proportions, or more oftentimes percentages. So example 2.1.1, creating a frequency table for qualitative data. So suppose you have the following data for which type of car students at a campus drive. So all of this data is given here. You have a file in Blackboard that has all of the data for this chapter already in a spreadsheet ready to upload to StatCrunch.